How the Ford Explorer killed the greatest supercar you've never seen. The crime wasn't just a cancellation, it was a betrayal of Ford's racing DNA. By 1983, the Mustang was a four-cylinder shadow of its former self, and Ferrari was laughing all the way to the bank. But in a windowless office in Dearborn, a 30-man insurgency known as SVO, Special Vehicle Operations, was plotting a coup. Led by Mike Cranefus, they didn't want to build a good Ford, they wanted to build a world beater. The secret weapon, a Japanese heart. The team knew Ford's internal engines were too heavy and unrefined, so they looked to Japan. They secured the Yamaha-designed 3.0-liter SHO V6. This wasn't some truck motor, it was a quad-cam, 24-valve masterpiece that looked like jewelry and revved like a chainsaw. They sent the specs to Turin, Italy, where the legendary Giorgetto Giugiaro sculpted a mid-engined body. The result was the Maya 2 ES, a car with a sheer Germanic profile and a stance that made the contemporary Ferrari 308 look dated. It wasn't just a pretty shell. It featured a 1.5-inch lower center of gravity than a Corvette and a chassis tuned by British specialists. The Jackie Stewart test. In September 1985, Ford's ultimate gatekeeper, F1 legend Jackie Stewart, strapped into the prototype. The suits hoped he'd find it unrefined. Instead, Stewart was floored. On the rough, broken pavement of American test tracks, the GN34 glided where the Porsche 944 bounced and the Corvette shimmied. It was faster, more composed, and, at a projected $30,000 price point, it was a Ferrari killer that everyday people could actually afford. The executioner, Bob Lutz and the Bronco 4. By July 1986, the GN34 was Job 1 ready. Tooling was being ordered. Focus groups in LA were ready to write checks on the spot. But then, the US dollar devalued by 20% against the French franc, where the car was to be assembled. Simultaneously, Bob Lutz, the legendary car guy who was then heading the truck division, walked into the boardroom. He didn't have a supercar. He had a sport utility vehicle, a four-door Bronco project that would become the Explorer. The board looked at the spreadsheets. GN34, high risk, 20,000 units a year, thin margins, pure prestige. Explorer, low risk, 300,000 units a year, massive profit, the future of the American driveway. They chose the money. The GN34 program was decapitated in a single afternoon. The dream of a mid-engined Ford was buried for 20 years, sacrificed so that the world could have the SUV.